tutangirire mu studios.
Ego waitu we balo kutangira kandi tusemereye kusanga uli kurungi weno semereirwe.
Amina.
Hati abahuliriza Kristo ahaisiwe mukama n'abagonza kandi naitu ni tubagonza mwirirwaho muta inywe na mbere mukali omumpako zanyu abatenyi ba moti barali badyeri mukama abahumugisa hali mukali habwe engonzi ezimwinira entekanize eno abamuro bapakanye bakyatiri babulisa bahoima bakiryandongo abana kaseke na kasongola nkurano sigino zikunyolekya ngumuroho ko nitubatangira program okwikiriza okulengesiwe kuruga akasozi ka St Jude Catholic Town Paris Masindi hano mu rubuga omutawuni mwebale muno kubaho kandi tubatangirire kandi nkabukya tindu basire nyenka omuhereza wa mukama alom studios kandi tuli live a YouTube genda mu simu yawe mu YouTube tekamo BBS FM oja kutura live kandi ohondere program kurungi otangamba to ina radio to ina kihati tuli live ha YouTube genda yo orole abasaija ba mukama balom studio kandi tubatangirire mwebale muno waita moti webale muno kwijja mu studios nja kusabura mukiya bahuliriza kandi hanyuma program ya mukama ogiteka mikono ya mukama wayo
otyo Gerard webale muno amabara niraka Reverend Father Byahanga Loise asabuliriza ba radio BBS na nyoni batangira kiro kya rero webaje runo rurungi nyamurungi mukama uri yaratuhaire harugene maiso na program yaitu program enganzi kwikiriza kurengesebwe tested faith kiro kya rero biro bitano kwezi 11 kwezi nene kumibiri abiri na isatu twari kumirwenda bingi muno byanyumaga
Saddam Hussein
mwibararisi twene ryo mwana rya moyo mwikirire
amina
mukama tatu murongo twenda kusima ubukiro kya rero twayire wagonza kujya kandi obe nayitoro bajyo runo ko muzayiro murongi cyagira kayire kabana be mukama wagonza twegese kandi entekanize no ebeyo icyo kurora kirungi ebe inspiration abazayire nkoko okikora no bana yitwe n'abana bawe n'abazayire babucya babe nakayire kuba n'abana babo okongera kubahabura kubahwitira kubegesa kubakuza kurungi mungesona nebiri mukama nicyo kiro cyo kuraho kirungi icyo twayire webaje runo kandi bucya ko kukikora tukusaba ntabwe cyo mukama yongera twebe imbere kandi tuyeme imwe tubundaze kabana kubabundazi bane bari hansi nibahurize isebo nuko tongera kukura irakali yawo ngomezi wawe kandi tukwenda twikirize kabana bawe ibyo natubisabye turabo Yesu Kristo mukama wacu
amina
ibararisi twene rya mwana rya moyo mwikirire
amina otyo munamoti tutakatandikire kitulesere hano ngoza kubayijukya tulo mukwezi okwezi kwa November ko Father gambire kandi omukwezi kuno nkekerizanye naitwe tuyijukya okusabira bagenzi baitu abarugiro mbomezi bwensenu bagendo mu bomezi bundi nitubasabira bahumule businge na muno abalum purgatory omwezi kuruga gutandikira ati 5 wakasabira bayingaha otherwise hali bali tutukumanya kandi tukubasabira bahumule businge hali bali obundi nawe nihoja kuba kakubokora kurungi no basabira nayo litunga abakusabira nyenke kya balazike kubanza mu kwezi kuno aba purgatory tuine misaya yitu nkabukya esaha isatu tulino bwire kandi tukanye misege tukonyere no kwijuka abagenzi baita bafwire nanyo abandi mwije kandi kya kabiri enganzi ya abagonza muno Yuda Tadeo tubana misaya yitu kya kabiri kutandika ni saa isatu ekibanzo mu kwezi na kya kabiri kineriyo bayira bamwije mu bwingi tuongere kusima mukama abo ibirungi tukolire mu novene zihingwire kya kabiri tulinde obwire isatu zonyene tujja kuba nitutandika n'ekitambiro kya misa twekambe okusabira abagenzi baitu kandi tutekanize kurungi tumazire kwika mu studios tumazire kubaramukya twabagondeza program ene nungi abacheke abarwaire abemigonge kuruma twetekanize kurungi ebiro 8 kijja kwa kya kasatu aba iseba fumbo na nyina bafumbo kuruga buli kisomesa ekya St Jude bayiraba tukabatuma report ezabafumbo abamwina abasomesa nkusaba bulomu ku ala radio ijukiza iseba fumbo na nyina bafumbo kyakasatu essaaha 3 tukwenda repooti ez'abafumbo abo ababaina niko tukole planning ey'abafumbo abo abaroho kandi abo abagenzi baita abaana baita ba P7 tukwakondeza obusinguzi ekiro kya kana ekiro kya kasatu n'ekiro kya kana obunye mukora PLOI ebirengeso ebyokumalira P7 tukwasabira mukole kurungi mukama aibemereho na mwoyo we nuko mukole kurungi abegesa abaana mwongere kubagaidinga kurungi ebikumalira nabwe ensonga egi tutwijja kukira hano abitugambire father no nyenda kumukaguza ebikaguzo lena kyaleni zire nekindi kasanga nkikaguzo okyonka kataito baitu abantu bampabuza batakikenge kurungi ati bagonza kwetegereza father bukiensebaho katubale kuruga hali Yesu Kristo akutandikira kwa mukama wa Yesu Kristo birungi ki ebyekelezia nkatulika eherize nseno abantu bagamba kelezia nyinaito baitu birungi ki ebyabandi bakwendeze kuhura benyumirize munabo bagambe male kelezia ebyokugamba etukonyeire birahe bya moti
kyo kirandi webere muno my dear listeners, last time we were on apparitions, Mary teaching us, but before we go there, let me first get to that question. Thank you, Jared, for this. What are the contribution of the Catholic Church to humanity, especially in our faith? There are so many. Without the Catholic Church, we could not be, maybe many societies will not be there the way they are. Many religions will not be there the way they are, including even the Muslims, because the Muslims came 600 AD
after,
and it found the Catholic Church was already there. Whatever the case, let me go to straight to one of the main points. When we talk of the deposit of faith. The faith as we have, we remember some time back we talked of the deposit of faith. The faith as we have it, for example, in the Bible and the way it is moving, especially the way it is is because the Catholic Church has preserved it.
Simple. Wow. Father Kaguzo alimu akigendaho baitagambire tukegesa enyuma yako okwikiriza ekinyina kyo kwikiriza ekinyusi kyo kwikiriza nkekelezia etandikirira emyaka nyingi madini gona naho gatandikire nigarugira hakelezia noteiro ne abagenzi baita abayisilamu bo kwijaho emyaka nkarukaga ekelezia mazire kubaho nikimanyisa ekasanga already ekelezeroho nikimanyisa ekinyina kyonyini ekelezia nkatolika kyo.
Now as we go ahead, let us look at this. Let us look at the Bible, for example. The Catholic Church canonized the Bible. It is the one, it canonized the Bible. It is the one which made the way it is. I'm going to explain. The Bible. For example. Without the Catholic Church, you cannot have the Bible.
The Bible. Ngwe ekelezia enkatolika niye yatongoizi kandi yataho yahandika ne Bible nko kweli.
It is the one which determined the 46 Old Testament books.
Yateka ebitabu 46 ekiragana ekikuru.
He is the one which determined them, and also determined the 27 books of the New Testament.
Yakyora yatekaniza ebitabu 27 omundagana empyaka.
Catholic monks copied the Bible by hand. The monks, the Catholic Church, copied the Bible by hand. Do you get it?
Kuhandika n'umukono.
Preserved it and protected it.
Bamonko aba basaseredoti n'abakuru n'abantu babulikiro abesengereza muno baka Bible eno bakagihandika mu mukono gwabo gwonyini ne pen rundi ne kalamu kandi bagyawura ngo kweri
outyo. Remember, in the Old Testament books, when you are written between Torah, we talk of the Torah, the law. When you talk of the Old Testament, we are talking about the law, the Torah and the law was written from the 10th BC. There, the Catholic Church is not there, definitely. Okay. But the New Testament as such, was compiled, was written between 50 and 100 AD. The New Testament, from the Gospels and the episodes, when we talk of the episodes, the letters, were written between 50 and 100 AD.
Endagaano empyaka eyituyina egyo ekahandiikwa hagati y'emyaka 50 n'emyaka 10.
So they were scattered in different places.
Zikaba ziri mu bicweka ebikwawukana.
But they were compiled by the fathers of the church. The fathers of the church in the 50th century. 50th century.
Okay.
That's when they were finished compiling it. That's when it came as it is. We can say like this. We could go, maybe we see the development, how it went.
Okay.
But it came by 50th century.
Okay. Ngati tugambirege Bible eno ekaba ero mbichweke bikwawukana Baroma Abakorinto okuhoneriyo hati kutekanizibwa ekatekanizibwa kurungi omukyasa ekya 5.
So by that time, definitely, that's 500-600 AD. Whatever. That's when it was completely. That's what was there was the Catholic Church.
Exactly. Hati Eklezia Katolika yatekaniza kurungi Bible nkoko ina kurubata.
Next, the year that we have,
2023.
It was the Catholic Church gave us the Gregorian calendar, which even we use today.
Ngu Eklezia yonyini yatuhane kalenda y'abaga Grigori. Egitukolesa hati tulo mwaka 2023. Katandika kubalibwa.
Whoever is using that one knows that the Catholic Church which determined it and said no, it has to be used.
Kalendero munju yawe katandikibwa abakatoliki.
The Catholic Church gave us the date of Easter. It is the one which determined when Easter should be celebrated.
Eklezia yonyini yatuha ebiro byokujagulizaho amahumbuka ga Mukama waitu Yesu Kristo.
As definitely instructed through the apostolic fathers.
Abayisiri nkurito mukwikiriza babitekaniza ngo Easter erarugaga hano nkweka hano.
The Catholic Church gave us they gave us the date for Christmas.
Eklezia takangira yatuhana ebiro bya Christmas ebikujaguza.
It is the one which determined the date.
Yagamba Christmas ejja kuba kakasumika.
So when we are talking about those, we know automatically.
Eklezia keresere bintu bingi mu.
Now, let us look at it is the Catholic Church that gives us and preserves all the saints, most all the saints, and from most especially right from the beginning.
Yes, ngo Eklezia niye etekaho emanya bahikirire. Eklezia.
It is the one which has retained the remains of the apostles.
Hati
the gospel writers. Okay, the apostles and the gospel writers are in the Catholic Church.
Hati bana abatumwa. Bona n'abahandiki b'amakuru amarungi n'ebitabo by'edini bona bazikiro mu Eklezia.
Definitely, we understand that some of the relics of the remains of the apostles and the writers of the church are divided between the Catholic churches. Definitely, when we talk of the divided between the Catholic churches, I want to explain here below.
Abahikirire bano ebisigara by'abatumwa n'abahikirire bibaganizibwemo omakelezia gakwawukana omunsi yona.
Now, for example, where St. Peter is St. Peter is in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. Yes. Where his tomb is. You know, I went in the when I was in Germany of recent.
Yes.
I went in
you saw
the most oldest and the most beautiful and the most magnificent cathedral.
Yes.
In
German.
In German. Which is visited by
thousands and thousands.
I reached there, and the Muslims said also it is there. Whatever the case, in Cologne.
In Cologne,
you will find they are all the cardinals are buried inside there.
In the Cologne,
in the cathedral.
Yes.
So now to preserve the heritage from Christ, we want to see. We have to understand that. That the relics of Saint Peter, the remains, the tomb of Peter is in Rome.
Yes. Ekituro kya Petero nikyo tukubazaho kiro mu Roma kandi bombekereho n'Eklezia enkatolika. Obayisere mwandara kandi yakwasiwe n'ebisumuruzo ebyokwikiriza.
From Peter we see Paul.
Obutukuru gali Petero tukura Paulo muhikiri.
It is in Rome.
Nawe bakamuzika Roma. Roma.
Kiri Rome.
Naho bombekere Eklezia.
Saint Matthew is in the Cathedral of St. Matthew in Messina, Sicily.
Saint Matayo muhikira yahandikire evanjiri nawe ali aho mu Roma
ali Sicily
mu kizinga naho bombekerekerezi ego.
And definitely you will find that there is the church
aloho na hekelezia mberi bakali omutumwa
St. James the Greater.
Yakobo Wamani
is buried in the church called St. James Church in Compostela, Spain.
Wala muhanga ya Spain omu kichweke kwa keta Cotonso Stella. Compostela. Ya gavya man.
There is a church
alohekelezia Yakobo akawa
James the Less.
Akabaho Yakobo, Yakobo ndi. Akaba muto umugenzi wole. Rundi muto wole.
Is in the Basilica of the Holy Apostles in Rome.
Ogo nakazikwa Roma.
St. Bartholomew. The apostle, definitely.
Ogo mutumwa wa Yesu.
He's where he was buried on his there is what we call is in St. Matthew in Bartholomew in the island church in Rome.
Ogo nakazikwa Roma na hali hekelezia. Makitu anju ya hali ba mziki.
St. Andrew is Andrew the apostle is in the Cathedral of Amalfi in Italy.
Andrea omuhikire mutumwa oku akaba wa kabiri ayarozere Yesu na wazikirwe mu Italy Roma.
There is a church
alehekelezia
actually cathedral
church ego.
St. Philip the apostle is in the church of Dodici Apostoli in Rome.
Na wali mu Roma mu kichweke kyatugambire.
In the Basilica of the Holy Apostles.
Ekelezia yabatumwa abahikirire.
St. Simon is in the Vatican.
Simon bakamuzika mu Vatican.
Under the altar of the crucifix.
Alhono musalaba hansi yo musalaba hansi yo musalaba
under the altar of the crucifix
hansi yo yorutale obo musalaba gwa mukama.
St. Jude apostle is in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome.
Yuda Tadeo twaruga kujaguza Yesu na wakazi kwa Roma na wa inahekelezi yao.
St. Thomas is in the Cathedral of St. Thomas in Mylapore, India.
Ogono yazikirwe na umuhulire.
There is a church built on it. Very magnificent.
Boligenda India ohabuze kichweke.
St. Matthias is in St. Matthew's Abbey in Trier, Germany. Here I visited it.
Father kuruga Germany ego
I visited twice.
Nekelezia kagika ho hali bazikire.
I reached the
Okafurumugisa wasomera mu Nesara.
We call it Trier.
Ego.
That's when you reach there you are about to cross going to Luxembourg. I was there. There that cathedral.
Warora kasidro enkoto yemyaka nkavinga bikome
from 250.
Kwika hati.
Yes.
Myaka 10
Mama, you people for us we are just.
Obo kutaha muno gamba igururizi.
Yes, St. Matthias.
Matayo niho Matia.
In the Abbey in Trier, Germany.
Okay, Germany.
In the west, there I have seen myself.
Yagenzere kwegesa kigambo no yaferero.
From there, it's from a place called Saarland. You go to Trier, then you proceed to Bonn, then from Bonn you go up into in Cologne.
Hati nyonku bihura buhura iwo kabirora borora. Ewa hekirayo. N'abahuriza bakubihura buhura baityo kayikayo niho tahaga.
And I found very many and have so many whatever beautiful pictures of that place. St. John, Mutuma Yohana is in the ruins of the Basilica of John in Ephesus in Turkey. Remember this one was found by in the ruins in Turkey.
In Turkey. Obuturuki. Muihanga lya Buturuki.
People would come and smash. They wanted to annihilate anything called Christianity, but they never removed the remains of St. John. When people were coming wanting to destroy Christianity, they were killing everybody they find unless you convert. So we understand these things, but whatever the case, but he is in Ephesus, in Turkey.
Ogwakazikwa Buturuki Yohana omugonzebwa muno wa Yesu.
But there they had built a basilica which was destroyed.
Bakaba bombekera ekelezia baita abo bulemu hagati y'abakristiamu n'abakatoliki bagi ata bagichwa atao ekelezia eina omusingi tugurura.
So when you see this and you see wherever there is an apostle, there is a Catholic church, definitely you understand.
Yes.
The owner of the kituro
mukama omufu.
Yes. Ekituro tikisobora ekituro kyaba byasi
tikija kuomba mbahinda.
No.
Kina kumba byasi.
Exactly.
Hati mukama omufu ni wakwata.
Ngono ni waina
nekituro.
That's automatic.
Nikimaisa ekelezia ina byokwegeraho bingi.
So now
yes. Ebintu biri bingi. Ekelezia mwebale mono.
Now as we go ahead.
Yes.
You remember in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 20.
Efeso omutwe gwa kabiri ogwa rukarwa 20.
It says that you are built on the foundation of the apostles and the prophets.
Mombekirwe amusinge gwa batumwa na barangi.
You understand? What is that? What is the meaning of that?
Ngo mombekirwe amusinge gwa batumwa na barangi. Abefeso
already St. Paul was writing to the Christian community, the Christian community at Ephesus, telling them, remember, you are on the foundation of the apostles and the prophets.
Yes.
And these you find them where the churches are built.
Exactly.
So that's our faith.
Tukura Paulo na handikira Efeso na bagamba mombekeirwe hamutuma gwa basinge agwa batumwa na barangi. Nikimanyisa hati ekelezia ekurubatira amuramwa.
St. Mark, the one who wrote the epistle of Mark, the Gospel of Mark, is in St. Mark's church in Venice, Italy.
Mark arundi Marko muhikirire ahandikire evanjiri ya Yesu. Na wakazikwa mu Italaho ekituro ke kirone ekelezia.
St. Mark church.
Yes.
St. Luke is in the Basilica of Santa Giustina in Padua, Italy.
Na Luka omuhandiki wa makura marungi na wali mu Padua, Italy no yazikirwe. Na hale kelezia
the basilica, it's a basilica. A basilica is bigger than, and it has more emphasis. Yes, than a cathedral than a shrine. In Uganda, we don't have a basilica.
We don't have.
We have only basilica. Maybe Munyonyo Basilica
sometimes and the Guru.
But the basilica we know, when you go to Nairobi, that's when you find the Basilica of Nairobi. Wow.
Ekelezia nyamukoto ekikutwara cathedral zanye zitumanyizino nkaisatu.
Now, when you see St. Luke, we are talking about people who wrote the Bible. St. Mark is where in Venice, in Italy.
Yes.
In the church called St. Mark Church.
God Mariko tumurozere na wali mu Italy, Rome.
The Catholic Church.
St.
Luke is in the Basilica of Santa Giustina in Padua, Italy.
Rome now.
St. Stephen, the first martyr.
Omukaisi wo kubanza no kubanza.
Whom we normally see in Acts chapter 7 verse 60.
Tumusanga omukitabu kyebikora byabatuma omutwe gwo musanju orukarwe enkaga.
He is in Rome in the Basilica of St. Lawrence outside the wall.
Na wakazikwa ho Roma akisika ya Basilica.
This is St. who?
St. Stephen, the first martyr.
Now, the first person to arrive at the tomb of the risen Christ, you remember who's that?
Mary Magdalene.
Yes. Is buried in the Basilica of St. Maximilian in Villalata, France.
Maria Magdalena nawe ayabandize kura Yesu na kyahumbuke azikiro mu ekelezia mu Faransa. Yes.
Those are the key figures.
Ayabantu abamani abatukurora ababalizi.
Now, how about the man called St. Jerome? Ayahinduire Bible yagiha mu ndimi ziri yazigara mu ndimi.
St. Jerome
is the one who said that the ignorance of Christ is the ignorance of the Bible is ignorance of Christ. He produced the first Bible containing both the Old Testament. He's the one who produced the first Bible, which is both in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Ogo Jerome atinya batamanyire Bible ho yagicompilingire Jerome muhikirire akagihandika nagamba kuno kiragano kikuru yatahone kihiyaka omusaijo ogo nawe aroho azikirwe Roma.
And this to know what how do you know how he called it? Vulgate Bible yokubanza nekyatulukire. It was called Vulgate, which was written in Latin.
Ekahandiko mu Latin.
He is buried in St. Mary Major Basilica in Rome.
Azikirwe mu kikeleziya ekikooto kya Mary Basilica omu Roma. You
get the point? And do you know when he died? He died in 420 AD. 420.
Myaka bina nabiri.
Definitely.
Myaka bina nabiri ekeleziya nekyali nto. Wow.
So
akagitekaniza mali. Nati tukiagie konyeza. Afuire emyaka nka 10
so you can see he combined that in around 300 around there. So now we know of definitely we know of many other relics, authentic relics that the Catholic Church has in its position. Among them are the relics of
sigara emibiri eyabantu abo Jude na hate kyaro.
No, the relics are not only for human beings, but those are the remains of our faith. I want to talk about tibiri bisigara nde mibiri yaba bafire baitu nebinte bikwate bindi. Let me give you an example. Maybe let me bring this 8 of them. That the relics of the true cross on which Jesus was crucified.
Yes.
It is in the Catholic Church.
Nebisigara ebyo musalaba gwa Yesu kuyabambirwoho nabyo biro mu ekeleziya babyahwire.
That part called inri
akagamba kabahandikira iguru yo musalaba gwa Yesu ku kenyuguta 3.
The first one which was called Titulus Crucis. Is preserved in the Catholic Church.
Nakyo kyahwire mu ekeleziya.
The nails which held Jesus the cross, the nails which
emisumali eyibakoneremu mu biganja
nebihuta bya Yesu.
Nebihuta
they are in the Catholic Church. They are preserved.
Byahwire.
The lance point of St. Longinus which pierced the side of Jesus.
Ekichumu ekyachumisire Yesu mu rubaju Longine kyabaira kwasire. Nakyo kiro mu ekeleziya.
It is up to now still preserved.
Iwa kwenda girore ichumero liriyo tukalyahura.
The crown of thorns and the individual thorns from it are preserved in the Catholic Church.
Engule ya mahwa eyibate yali Yesu na yeri yo mu ekeleziya tukalyahura.
The table used at the Last Supper in St. is preserved in the Lateran Basilica in Rome.
Emeza Kristo eyalirire kihuro kyokumalira naye yahwire Roma eriyo okwenda girwa tukutwale.
The Scala Santa, the steps which Jesus Christ ascended on highway to meet Pontius, it is preserved.
Amadara Kristo agatembereho nagenda kwicana Pilato amuchero musango
aho hari preserved very well.
Naho ekeleziya erohao amadara gatembe.
The chains of St. Peter, the chains of St. Peter in the church.
Yes,
they are preserved in the church called of St. Peter in St. Peter's chains in Rome.
Ngwenjegerezo asikire ezibasibire Petero oboni bamutura Kristo enjegere nazo ziriyo Roma zikahurwa.
The shroud of Turin.
The shroud of Turin. Ekibamuzingiremu baleke bamuzike. Nakyo kikyali.
Shroud of Turin is preserved in the Catholic Church.
Ekeleziya kyawire. Ate ekeleziya kamwine bya Yesu byonka. Kandi nkuru kyahandika nebindi bikayi.
Now, these could be because if I still go far, there are so many other things that we can talk about that the church has, but we are just outlined those that we have managed Otherwise, I was just trying to bring to our attention what the Catholic Church has, and as far as our faith is, by the way, this is about faith. We are not talking about any other big things. Yeah.
Yes. Mwijuke tuli YouTube. YouTube, BBS.
Yeah.
Kienda na munana katonza ibiri fama genda oja kurora bintu bino byona.
Maybe something small of interest, small of interest. The total number of Catholics worldwide grew from 1.253 billion in 2013.
Ngo muhendo ogwa abakristu abakatoliki gukakanya kuruga akahumbi kamo na milioni 253
kuruga mu 2013 to 1.378 billion in 2021.
Yatemba kugenda ha muhendo gwa akahumbi kamo ne milioni 378 mwaka 2021.
So it is one of that is seriously growing.
Nikimaisa enamba ekukanye kiro na musana atao bakatwakanga 2021.
Yeah.
Ati bikweyongeraho mu myaka nkagumwe maiso tujja kuwani batwa report.
So maybe some of the things that we have seen are these, maybe some of the contributions as far as faith is concerned. I did not want to touch here and there what the Catholic Church, for example, is social amenities, beautiful things, the political arrangement in the world that speaks from the Catholic Church and whatever. No, those ones I have not. As far as our faith is concerned, that's what I have tried to take out. Other things we can be able to see them as we go ahead.
Slowly by slowly. Ati Father Gamba, haliho ebyatatuhaire ebikebike ebyatwaire obiko biri hakwikiriza. Baitu wokurura na mahanga agakiro bwingi obwebembezi bwabo na Uganda ho gitereire bwemerera musinge ogwekelezia kurugira nkatugatu turugira hamugongo mpaka haiguru wa papa obwebembezi obo mulingo tubukoma nabo niho bakopeire nebindi nkera.
So from this Jared, then I come to a point. Made the perfect teacher and teaching us through his apparitions. Teaching us through apparitions.
Hati nikaire mu kikaguzo tukala kikaguzo ngekelezia birungike byekoleire ensi. Baitu twagambirege tuendeze kuwegeho kataito. Nibo tugaruka mutwe gwaitu guli Bikira Maria omwegesa omukuru omwekelezia rundo munsi kandi no kuboneka kwe okwaboneka omunsi halaboneka mbicweke bikwawukana naha obutumwa obukwawukana ni how to
Otyo. And I said last time dear listeners, at this moment, maybe for those who have just joined us, this is BBS 98.2 FM. And we are live on YouTube too.
Exactly. You can go there and search BBS FM. You will find us there. Kienda na munana katoinzibara fama radio niyo turoho.
So last time I said that the Mother Mary, when the church was put into her hands at the cross. Wetwa bwenyikiriza ye Kristo bukagwetwa hamusaraba Yesu byagambire theological byagambire, this is your mother, this is your son. From there Mary took a very active role as such up to now.
Obugwetwa bwekelezia bukatandikira musalaba gwa Yesu Father nkoko atugambire. Yesu Kristo nagamba Yohana onu mama wawe yahindukira mama yagamba Yohana onu mutabani wawe. Hatekelezia yatandikiraho na Bikira Maria ensonga zaitu yatandika kuitahamu kurugo bwirobo.
Remember, let us before her death, the Mother Mary's death and Assumption. Let us first see how she was very active in as far as our faith is concerned. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2.
Tugenda Bikira Maria takatwairwe mu iguru, tugenda kutunuliraho na kyali munsi. Tusome ebikoro by'abatumwa omutwe gwa kabiri. Runde sura 2.
Now, we are told in chapter 2 that the apostles, together with the mother Mary, you see, at Pentecost, at Pentecost, the apostles, together with the mother Mary, they were gathered in the upper room.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
What does it mean? There is no Christianity without Mary, and you say that you are a Christian. No. We are saying because the moment, the moment after Jesus' death on the cross and the resurrection and ascension, as he's coming, the mother remained with the apostles as his children, in the upper room.
Akaba, yes, tukura Yesu Kristo na kyafarunda amazire kufa, nyina yetu Bikira Maria akasigara n'abatumwa omukisika kya haiguru n'abagamba mutatina n'abalera nk'abaana hati basigayize mama mutabana genzere bajja bagamba mwikale hamu kwikabwende bagatumira
our mother, the mother Mary was very active at that moment. We see her very active in that moment.
Okay, tukura Bikira Maria natwara kikaro kya haiguru kandi nakora emirimo ye omukayirako.
Then afterwards, definitely, we see her, what is following up, we see her now after Assumption. That's when we are seeing her becoming very, very more active. In 352, that's definitely. It's the best time that we see her appearing in the lives of the people. And where did she appear? In Rome, Italy. 352.
352. Karabuli. Tukura nyina yetu Bikira Maria atamazire okufa agenzere mu igoro. Atagumeyo akagaruka mu nsonga za abantu be abayakwasibwe. Tukura nabonekera mu kichweka kya Roma, Italy, myaka 352.
And at that that place where she appeared, there was the church built as a church in honor of Santa Maria Maggiore.
Santa Maria Maggiore.
Mary Major. Where normally all popes go to celebrate mass. And the pope who comes must go to celebrate
that
mass
place there. Tukura mberi yabonekeire na leto ubutumwa bwa Kristo myaka 352 mu Roma. Ekelezia kombekaho ekelezia na hali ekweta Santa Maria Maggiore,
which means Saint Mary Major.
Hatao buli papa kaiziri mpaka tekwa kusomera ikitambiro kya misa bakataho no rutale mbere yemereye niho rutale baruteye.
That was the first apparition.
Yes.
The first recorded apparition approved definitely by the church.
Ekelezia ya kutongoza yagamba hano nyina itwa bungiroho kandi aleta no butumwa.
Now from there, from there we go. We see as we go ahead, we are going to reach what we call in 1531.
1531 1531 omwaka ogwo akabankaha.
Here we see her in appearing to Our Lady, we call it Our Lady of Guadalupe. Yes.
Akaboneka mu kichweke kwa kweta Guadalupe. Guadalupe kisango Mexico. Kichweka bya Mexico. Akaboneka inaho.
By the way, before this one, between 100 and 200,
hagati y'emyaka 10 n'emyaka 2 aho kike kyabayiroho.
Between 100 and 200, we see there is a basilica built in Rome, in St. Peter's Basilica, depicting Mary as the protectress. The protectress of the church.
Ati omukichweka kimwe mu Roma myaka ya etubalize.
For the church and especially for the departed, and she's their advocate too.
Hati tukura ekelezia nibagimombekera omuroma aho nibamukwasa kutonganira abo abatugenze rorunda abafire nibayijuka Bikira Maria atonganira abo abatakumanya ali bagenzi.
Exactly. Are we together?
Kandi tukulwa
That's around 100.
Myaka hagati myaka 10 ne myaka 2.
But still in between we find this man called this father of the church called Ignatius of Antioch. Between 100 and 110, 115, he has so many references to our mother, especially when he's talking about when he's giving caution to the church at Ephesus. We see seriously Saint Ignatius
yes,
of Antioch emphasizing the grip to getting a grip to our mother because she's our protector, the protector of the church.
Hikirogo
Ignatius of Antioch.
Ato omuhikirirogo amyaka 10-15 aho akaba naterekereza ya Efeso ngubekwato butonganizibwa nyina itwe Bikira Maria atonganira makagabu niko gagume omukwikiriza utyo.
We realize that between 150 and 165, just in the matter, the father of the church, the Catholic Church, definitely 165. Also, he's emphasizing the importance of our Blessed Mother and comparing her with Eve.
Hati omyaka 10-15.
Yes, between 150 and 165.
Hagati ya myaka 15 ne myaka 10-15 ekelezana ekyali nto tukura nyina itu Bikira Maria naho nibagamba akatwara kikaro kya Eva. Ya hawe bya Eva biri yatandika esura empyaka eyo
Irenaeus of Lyons.
Ireneo wali Niol.
We are talking about 150 to 200 around there.
Hagati myaka 15 myaka 2 akagamba.
He emphasizes on the role of the economy of salvation where Mary is so important. The role of economy of salvation. How did Jesus, how Mary participated in bringing salvation, which Jesus earned for us.
Okay, atogo Erneo mwikirira kutugambira obukuru bwa nyina itu Bikira Maria
omukonyera Yesu
mukuchungura ensene akaba na yegesa abakristo bobwiro. Erneo muhikirira.
Now, as we go ahead, in the 3rd century, definitely around 400, that's where we are seeing.
That's 200.
200.
Remember,
North Africa was all Catholic. By that time, North Africa was all Catholic.
Amatemba ga Afrika rundi ga kairagura ho na tukura Egypt, Morocco, okona bakaba bakatoliki bonka.
And that's where we find St. Augustine, St. Tertullian.
Yes.
But when history came in, they were wiped out, they were killed, all of them, and whatever took place, God knows.
Yes.
But we find this man called Tertullian. Oh, that's 200. Who says that, who affirmed that that Mary, the necessity of Mary, that Mary is necessary to affirm the humanity of Christ. Unless you know, if you want to know Christ, you must know Mary. The humanity of Jesus, you must get through Mary.
Exactly. Hati itsa obukuru Tertullian ogo akagamba tosobora kumanya obukuru bwa Yesu obumuntu bwa Yesu
otatungire haro
hali nyina itu Bikira Maria.
There are so many other things that are going on.
Yes.
But maybe we go direct to, there are beautiful things that that we see the fathers of the church all that time.
Yes.
We are emphasizing definitely the Church of Christ. But now we are seeing Mary getting involved. These are now what we are seeing now is obwakaiso obuhebwa abakuru b'ekereziya nibamanya obukuru bw'Omwana Bikira Maria tukubarora bali bayingi tusana kumara ino bwire Gregoria Novunasa tukurora Cyril wa Jerusalemu Chrysostomu Saint Jerome Saint Ambrose tukuturi myaka 2
abayisenkuru itwa mu kwikiriza mu kwikiriza kwekerezia Katolika.
But as such, when we see Mary getting too much so much directly involved that we are seeing, which is not a story of others, but what we see, Our Lady of Guadalupe coming in 1531, and appearing in Mexico, definitely, and reaffirmed. It was talking about how the church was going to be fought fiercely, the persecution of the church, the Catholics. And he said that they should pray the rosary, and because it was supposed in Guadalupe, Our Lady of Guadalupe definitely, Mary appears saying that the Catholic Church is going to do what? To go into a very serious moment of persecution, so people should get the rosary prepared.
Tukura Bikira Maria nabonekera mu kicheka kya Guadalupe kusanga mu Mexico nagambira abakristo mukwate Sara ni musomesa puli abantu babetekanirizo kubatera no kubaita no kubamaraho yabagambe sapuli ekikwato kijja kubakonya kandi basomere obulemu bakabusinga.
Now we see in 1830, that's going straight direct to other things. In 1830 we see Our Lady of Miraculous Meadow.
Tukura 1830 nyina yitu Bikira Maria owe midali eyi tujware ni mara tujwaire.
It was Mary appeared to just a small novice, not even a big person, like a small novice. And gave the medal, and said, "Now you make this, and whoever will use it, will fight and conquer the evil one."
Tukurora nyina yitu Bikira Maria yabonekera aka novice niwe mu sister atakafokere mu sister na kyali information house akyasoma,
and she became a saint. By the way, she's called Saint Catherine.
Niwe
Katarina. By that time she was just a novice.
Niwe Katarina akamubungira akamubonekera yamugamba mujwale ko mudali guno mulani mwenda kusingura ebyetago byanyu.
And she even communicated the design, because it had the cross, it had the heart of Jesus and the heart of Mary, all this and this.
Yagamba gube guti aboho omusalaba no mutima gwa Yesu no goyino gwa Bikira Maria bundi mugurura midale genyuma.
So then we are seeing in 1846 Our Lady of La Salette in France.
Tukura 1846 Bikira Maria nabungira mu kicheka kweta Salette kusangwa mu France.
To a young girl, a small girl who was looking after cows, imagine. Melanie
akanyankole ka France ni kali sente apatumanyiri abalisa.
And a younger boy called Maximine.
Akabungira abantu babiri Maximine,
and all of them were from poor background, poor background.
Baruga mukena ko yababungi yabonekera nabo aine byabagambire. Bikira Maria taikara muigwa ikara naija,
then telling them begin praying,
mutandike kusaba,
because the days ahead are very very tough.
Era kandi mu France okayeri emyaka yobuzibu muno yobulemu bwingi.
Then in 1858 we see Our Lady of Lourdes.
Tukura mu 15 58 Bikira Maria nabokera mu kicheka kya Lourdes 1858.
And at this moment also she appears to another poverty-stricken child of God who is called Bernadette.
Yabonekera omwana omunaku muno bakweta Bernadetta.
Kaisiki poverty-stricken. Never gonza abantu kabo.
nibayiyoleka abantu abanaku muno n'abagamba mukole kino dayisisi yaitu tukwasa obutonganizi bwa nyina yaitu Bikira Maria owa Lord.
Yes. Then when we see we go to 1879, we see Our Lady of Knock, Ireland. Yes.
1879 nabo yabonekera omu kicweka kya Knock kusanga mu Ireland.
Yes.
Munsegyo naho yaboneka.
And definitely many people always go there for pilgrimage, and the shrine was built there.
Bantu bayingi batemba enyonyi amaato ne bagenda ku.
Yes. Our Lady Our Lady of our topic is
okulengesiibwe kabagamba tutarugaga program eno binge bitwegera hano kandi mu kutuhagano bwa kaiso wewe program eno eyine kyetwongera omukwikiriza.
So
yes.
Maybe before before maybe we go to our Knock Island, and maybe there's something small. Our Lady of Pontmain is the one which goes on Pontmain. Two boys of Benedict family, Joseph and Eugene. There was a war which was to break between the France and Prussia in 1871. And Our Lady also appeared and said, "You pray the rosary, pray and pray."
Bikira Maria nabakabungira bana abo basatu yabagamba musome sapuli ekikwata ekyomutaraga tukine bayitukine omugaso gw'amaani abomezi wa mukristo n'ensi yona.
We are talking now Our Lady of Fatima. This
Portugal.
Our Lady of Fatima. This is of recent now. In 1916.
Yes.
The younger Lucia.
Yes.
And the two cousins Jacinta and Francisco. And Mary appears as the angel of peace, definitely.
Yes.
And then he asks them for prayer and mortification, definitely.
Hati ono abonekere mbicho emyaka etali haraira muno.
It was about the first world
war.
It was about to come.
Bikira Maria ngugu abonekere mu Fatima Portugal 1916 yabungira abana basatu yabagamba mwekambe kusomesa puli obulema kaba bulingwize bugenda kuyija.
So pray the rosary in order to bring the peace to the world and end the war.
Yagamba usomesa puli nuko aboho businge omunsi n'obulema bweho.
I don't know why people don't learn from history. Whatever the case, you find that even when our dear mother appears, people take things for maybe it's pride of
kunihira. Bikira Maria bwaboneka abalesera obutumwa kandi abantu babagambira tibabwikiriza oba bokwehemye ehembo nanyine mugamba buno bwana bunakubona.
So the other one is Our Lady of Bearing Belgium.
Ekicweka kindi kyabonekeyeremu kiri Baringa Barienge oba kiete nkora kaketa mu runyoro baitu nakiri mbuturucho.
Imagine he appeared to 5 children walking from school back to home one day.
Akabonekera abana batano ni barugaha isomero ni batahamuka mukire kiyo niki kimwekyo nabagambira nabo butumwa ebigenda kuba.
And he appeared 33 times.
Akaboneka mirundi 33 omu Belgium amoko.
And definitely when she appeared there saying, "I'm the Immaculate Virgin."
Ni nyowe nyina yitwe Bikira Maria Immaculate. Immaculate niwe omwebunda ayazairwe ataina kamogo ataina kibi. Immaculate. Yes.
Immaculate Virgin. And she urged the children to pray the rosary still.
Yagambe sapuli mugisome ati watakusome sapuli oli woha mama kugambire gategesebwa.
And many people go there and have the miraculous cures, definitely. Then we are looking at 1933. Our Lady of Benunx in Belgium still.
Baitu mu Belgium kakende muno 1933 nabakabonekera mu Belgium. Ebizo bikusana byabairiyo bingi.
Then we'll see Our Lady of Majigori. I told you 1981.
Majigori 1981 ogwo mwaka gwejwezano.
Yes.
Bandi tubaitulo.
And then 82 he comes where?
In Rwanda.
He comes to us here.
Obu yarugiro kweja hano mbatahe baitu Rwanda. Norwenda kinana nebiri.
Exactly.
Yagamba bino bigenda kubabaho mwekambe kusomesa poli.
Then Our Lady of Laos in France.
Ego.
Then Our Lady Our Lady of Rosary of Santa Nicholas in Argentina in 1983-1990. You see, as we are finalizing, there are so many that our mother has come to show us. Then apparition is in Tenista in Sweden in 2012.
Ati hano 2012 ijweza?
Yes.
12.
Yes.
Nabakaboneka ijweza hano nabona alitobutomwa. Hati bojo.
All this we have not gone too deep to see what happened and listen to this, but all this I want to say that Our Lady is very active in his church in our world today.
Nyina yetu Bikira Maria obujunanizi bwo byakwasibwe takabunagirizaga no kwikana hati wojo kakozera mulimo nekyo wagambira ategesebwa nyina
ayegesebwa ensi
ati no mukafika
kandi sibwe mwegesa biko kandi bibi muno
My
dear listeners, thank you so much for listening. We have come to the conclusion of our topic today.
Yes.
We commend to you in your in the hands of our Blessed Mother who takes care of us, that we may continue being the true children of God. When he says listen to what Jesus is telling you, we want to pray for you so that we compose ourselves, we pray together.
Amen.
Amen. Twenda kusima bwa bino byona byo twikizeho kandi n'obulinzi n'obugabirizi ekisembo kye watwaire kyo muzaire mama ayazaire Yesu mukama waitu yagamba tuhura Yesu bucya ebyara tugamba tubitege mu nkola tukusaba mukama oyongera tukonyere tukenge kurukandi tubitege mitinze kimusemerire tusabira aba bakujuma omuzaire tusobora kujuma omuzaire nosigara oliko kwoli otungo mukeno go muzaire bayito gwateka mu nyine kitinisa Bible tugamba arehere bibi byaye mukama twegese kwebundaza kano kuro muzaire bucya nibyo twegesa kandi twemigisa yawe abahurize bona mukama basense emigisa yawe muri byona bayika bushinguzi bogonza bayikeho Yesu wembabazi ababaire bajune mukama hewe kitinisa ngomezi waitu no wabana ba ibyo natubisabye from Yesu Kristo mukama waitu.
Amina.
Mukama benayinywe
kandi no moyo gwawe
musagwa ruhango umusobozi wa byona isitwe mwana moyo mikire gubasirimuke kandi bikari nayinywe ati na biro byona.
Amina. Mugorobe murale kurungi okwiko kitano bonde. Wow.
Yes. For people who think different. Now something completely different. BPS. What happens when two people with great taste catch a vibe? One cool and chill